I've got to admit the summer movie season has come to a bit of a choppy end, but September looks like a packed month full of potential. So as we've done in previous months, let's look at some of the big movies and also some of the big TV shows coming out in the month of September. Starting on September 2nd, we have the launch of Amazon's big TV show, The Lord of the Rings prequel, The Rings of Power. The first 2 episodes are directed by J.A. Bayona, who you may know from films such as A Monster Calls or Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Both are beautiful looking films, no doubt, so I expect the show to look amazing, added to the fact that Amazon spent close to $1 billion on this. Whether the story succeeds is still in doubt, but to have it set thousands of years before The Hobbit as well as Lord of the Rings gives the creators freedom for better or worse. After a solid start for Noah prequel and House of the Dragon, it'd be great to see 2 massive fantasy shows delivering as we move into the autumn, but I have to admit the trailers didn't really impress me much, but I'd love to be pleasantly surprised. The first 2 episodes will release on the 1st or 2nd of September depending on your time zone, like for example in the UK, it will release at 2 AM on the 2nd of September. The series will then run 1 episode a week for the next 6 episodes, and it'll be at a slightly later time, 3 hours later than the previous time. Also out on September 2nd is a new film called 3,000 Years of Longing. Now this film is already out in America, so I have tried to avoid reactions for it, but what I've seen is that it's kind of like an Aladdin film for adults. We have 2 big actors here with Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba starring, and not to mention director George Miller, who's famous for the Mad Max films, so hopefully we have a fun time with this one. Another film arriving on September 2nd in cinemas is Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. This is a new horror comedy film from A24, which I was lucky enough to see last week, and I had my reaction on the channel, but in short, I thought it was a good bit of fun, and if you get over the obnoxious characters, I think you will as well. And another film out on September 2nd in the UK is the film called Fall. This film basically involves 2 girls going up a 2,000-foot radio tower and getting stuck up there. And at the time of recording, I just got back from it tonight, and I thought it was a beautiful looking film, but it was pretty terrible in a lot of areas, but it was a good film to have a bit of a laugh at, and it went pretty quick actually. There certainly were some tense moments though, so if you're looking for an anxiety-riddled film, then this could be right for you. Moving to September 5th, and we have the return of Rick and Morty for season 6. I am quite a big fan of Rick and Morty, so I'm excited to see what they've been working on in this latest season. I will say that some of the recent seasons had quite inconsistent episodes, like some I've enjoyed and some I thought they're quite forgetful, so it'll be interesting to see how they do here and if they get back to some of their best work and some of the best comedy. Moving to September 8th, now we have Pinocchio. Now this one stars Tom Hanks and it's going straight to Disney Plus as it's part of their Disney Plus day. And I gotta be real, I don't understand why this film is not going to cinemas, because this is a perfect sort of film to have, last month in August, great for the families, during the summer holiday and that sort of thing. So I really don't get why this is coming out as part of their Disney Plus day. Even the trailer looks like it's worthy of a cinema viewing. Maybe the film's just complete crap and they know it, but I might check it out when it comes out. On the following day, on September 9th, this film is coming to cinema, and that is See How They Run. This is a new whodunit mystery film with a big cast with leads starring Sam Rockwell and Saoirse Ronan. Now, I'm quite a sucker for these kind of films and this genre, and it seems like this genre is actually being pushed quite a lot recently. Like we had Knives Out and Death on a Nile, for example, and I'm all for it. Also on September 9th, Netflix will be releasing season 5 of Cobra Kai. I've really enjoyed Cobra Kai so far, and I think this is a perfect example of how you breathe new life into like an old 80s franchise. We have the old generation, we have the new generation, we have them mixing up, we have them swapping sides, and I'm here for it all over again. To the following week, on September 16th, we have a new rom-com coming out called Ticket to Paradise. Now this one stars veteran actors Julia Roberts and George Clooney, and it's a rom-com, and I gotta admit I have seen the trailer quite a few times because of the cinema, and I feel like I have seen the film all the way through from that trailer as well, but you know what, I'll probably go and see this and switch my brain off to it and have an okay time with it. To the 21st of September now, we have the release of Andor on Disney+. On my preview for August, I actually forgot that Andor was coming out, so I had a little tag on at the end, but it turns out it was actually already getting delayed anyway to September. So we got the first 3 episodes coming on that first day on September 21st, and then we got the remaining 9 episodes coming weekly basis on Disney+. Now, I was not a big fan of the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and I haven't been a big fan of a lot of what Star Wars have been doing recently, but with this trailer, it looks like they put a lot of money and a lot of effort into this show. They got, obviously, a bit more freedom for this character, because we don't really know much about him, apart from in Rogue One. So yeah, I'm sort of hoping we get something enjoyable at the very least, but I'm not really holding my hopes high with this one. On the 23rd of September, we have the release of Don't Worry Darling. Now this will be a big film for Harry Styles because yeah, he's been in other films, but this one is a real big blockbuster film, and to actually be headlining it and fronting it with Florence Pugh is obviously going to be a big deal for him. Trailer has intrigued me to see what this film is all about, and I've got to admit that in terms of all the September films, this one is probably my number 1 in terms of most anticipated. Getting towards the end of the month, and on September 28th, we have the release of Blonde on Netflix. This is a film telling the story of Marilyn Monroe, starring Ana de Armas as Marilyn. One of the big talking points about this film is actually the rating for it, because it has an NC-17, which means it's inappropriate for 17 years or younger. So what we're going to be seeing in this film is yet to be known, but I'll tell you what, when this film comes out, I think there will be quite a lot of discussion about it online. And right at the end of the month, on the 30th of September, we have 3 films coming out, with the first one being Mrs. Harris Goes to Paris. I must admit, I don't really know much about this film, but I do know that Leslie Manville and Jason Isaacs do star in it. And, you know, I feel like a comedy drama film like this could be quite a limited sort of release, so it might be one you have to search out for. As also arriving in cinemas on that same day is the new horror film called Smile. Look, I think the poster here does a lot of the film's talking for it. I mean, you know, that's quite a creepy smile. You know, the trailer looks not so great. I mean, we'll see, but it could be so bad it's good. Maybe it actually is good, and that'd be awesome, but yeah. But if neither of those two take your fancy on that day, we also have a new Disney Plus film coming out called Hocus Pocus 2. Now, I'll hold my hands up, I've actually never seen the original Hocus Pocus, so I've got no anticipation for this film at all. But, you know, maybe I'll have some time in between now and then to watch the first film and then maybe get a bit of excitement for the second one. But yeah, I have not really any excitement for this one so far. But let me know in the comments if you are for this sequel. Now, you may be wondering, where's the film The Woman King on this list? Well, unfortunately, that film does not come out in the UK until October 7th. Very much like with Nope, that one got pushed to the month further on than in America, because that one's coming out in America on September 16th. And because The Woman King is being released on September 16th in America, it means that Ticket to Paradise has actually been delayed until October 21st over there. So what on this list have you got your eye on for the month of September? Let me know in the comments below. And on screen right now are videos for episode 1 and episode 2 of House of the Dragon.